Welcome back to weeks 5 and 6. This looks like a deceptively small module, but it is not. You have your first test, you have 2 lengthy assignments, and don't forget that your writing assignment, your first big writing assignment, is due the 22nd at 11:59. And since you'll have had 3 weeks to complete it, and the directions, if you haven't started it yet, are found in the last module. I'm not accepting this assignment late. So the big thing here is the test. I did mention that this was coming down the pipe in weeks 3 and 4, but I decided to give you some additional grace since not all of you watch these videos, and those that do, you may not remember. I'm going to give you the full 2 weeks to do it. I normally would give you just 1 week to take a test, and that is what you should expect going forward, but this time it's different. So this is 10% of your grade. You will answer true, false, multiple choice, multiple answer, short answer, and essay questions. You'll have 3 hours, which is an obscene amount of time. I just operate under the assumption that everybody in my online courses have accommodations. So you all have time and a half and then some to take the test. The exam's open February 16th until Sunday, March 1st at 11:59. All grades are final. So let's take a look at what this test looks like. I'll give you a few questions for free. So in a federal system, how many layers of government at a minimum do there need to be? I'm not going to give you the answer, but I'll show you the question. Let's pick another one. What are reserved powers? So 2 questions so far about federalism. Federalism does feature heavily on this test. The Constitution takes precedence over all other laws, treaties in the United States. A third federalism question. I swear this test isn't all federalism, but federalism, as I've said, is probably the most important concept in this course, and something you're going to be seeing from now until May. 32, define nullification. So what is nullification? Let's give you one more. Article 6 in the U.S. Constitution is referred to as the National Supremacy Clause, another federalism question. You should have an idea of what to expect. Study up on the federalism. Writing assignment 1. Again, I just went through that. It's due the February 22nd at 11:59. Executives. We'll look a little bit at the governors this week. You read chapter 8 in the class textbook, which, in case you don't have it handy, I've linked it for you in the next tab over on the module. So it's right there, class textbook. Then we will end with lobbying and interest groups. This is kind of more a national focus than a state and local focus, but the assignment here at the end, you'll choose an interest group to learn more about. Use this link to get to the site that lists national interest groups. If that link doesn't work, try slide 9 on your PowerPoint and then answer the questions below, which are in this document. If there's a state interest group you want to do, feel free to do it. This link should not be considered comprehensive. Slide 9 should not be considered comprehensive. There's no way on earth I could have listed every single interest group that exists in the country. All right. Then the assignment here. Name of the group, the slogan or ultimate goal, the political parties who probably support the group, any notable famous celebrities that support the group, Finally, a government law or policy this group wishes to influence. So find a specific law, state or federal, doesn't really matter to me, that they're trying to pass, stop, or change. Most websites have a current legislation or how to get involved or action tab that covers this. So like for the ASPCA, don't say they're trying to make laws that keep animals safe. That's the aim of the group. Do say they are introducing the Safeguard American Food Exports Act and the slaughter of horses in the U.S. That's more specific, and that's what I'm looking for. If you can't find number 4, it's not the end of the world. All right, so don't panic if you can't find a notable person or famous celebrity that supports it. Then, what else? Yeah, Chapter 8, interest groups, the test. We are finishing the first semester experience, so modules 4. So a little check yourself exercise, module 5, a little check yourself exercise again, and then module 6, reflect on what you've learned. This is a small-ish essay that ties back into what you wrote in your week 1 essay. Again, 250 to 300 words. Again, not hard. I mean, grammar mechanics. Okay, the student uses complete sentences, correct spelling with good grammar. The student hit or exceeds the word count. The student expresses their ideas clearly with examples. The student's reflection is relevant to the assignment prompt. The student's reflection includes the plan to address any challenges they foresee after learning about resources available. All right, so have you written something coherent? Have you used correct spelling and good grammar? Have you managed to get your ideas across to me? And that's basically it, really. So do that, and there's no reason you shouldn't get a 15 out of 15 on that. I know it's a minute to write a little reflection paper, but again, first semester experience is 10% of your grade. There are a goodly portion of you who haven't done anything with the first semester experience. Please, at least do this back half. If you do nothing with the first semester experience, the highest grade you're going to get in this class is a B, because it's 10% of your grade. So you knock down to a 90, the highest grade you can get 89%, and that's assuming you do everything else perfectly. You get full points on everything else in the entire class, which would be pretty hard to do. That should be it. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to reach out. If not, good luck on your test. Again, I won't give you 2 weeks to do a test again, but just for this first one, I could have given you more warning about it. I did warn you, but I could have given you more warning, so you're getting 2 weeks. But again, only one attempt. But other than that, any questions, comments, concerns, reach out. If not, I will talk to you again when I talk to you about the week 7 and 8 module.